Hi everyone, welcome to Nick Farrell Reacts. Today is the day that a lot of people have been asking for, which is me reacting to an artist called NF. I think that's how you say it. Haven't heard of NF before, but I've been doing a lot of Ren. And one of the themes that was in the comments, I just kept NF, do NF, react NF. So here I am, I'm excited. I'm expecting something a little dark, just given the content I was reacting to beforehand. But that's what we're all about. I like dissecting bars, I do enjoy hip-hop quite a bit, and I'm very, very excited. So if you haven't already subscribed or new to the channel, please consider doing so. Helps me out a ton. I'm pretty brand new in terms of reacting, and I love connecting with my community, so I try to get back to everyone in the comments, and I do like to take feedback as well. So give me a holler. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been.
All right. I promise you I will not pause too much on this one, but I just wanted to reflect on his voice for a second. Chilling. Not what I was expecting in terms of hip-hop. You can feel like the vibrations and the coarseness in his voice as he's just like sort of just sending out his emotional side of himself to the audience. I also really like the choice of the string instruments in the back. It really has this sort of like cinematic effect to it. Okay, let's get into it.
Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong, nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope.
Okay, I have to pause there. Felt like a good interlude to do that at. Wow. His voice, first of all, is like excellent. Not something I would expect in like a rapper per se. Number two, he's talking about someone who's basically wronged him, and he's gonna do it his way, my way, the proverbial me. Wow, this is really cool. No context here who NF is, so I'm struggling with that piece of it so far, but I'm sure the comment section will illuminate me to what his life has been about. I'm digging this though. This is really cool, and I like the imagery of just being on a raft in the middle of the ocean by yourself. I mean, just completely stranded. Very, very, very interesting choice. Let's get back into it.
Like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is tucking their tail between their legs. What's my definition of success? creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big, writing when you're told to just quit, giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person.
Woo! This is hype. I really like what he's talking about. Basically, doing the braver thing and taking a risk is the payoffs there in terms of creativity. I think he's talking about his music. Perhaps he like had a falling out with like his producer or something like that, or like record label. But he's talking about doing my album. I liked the ricochet effect on that. Sorry about the sirens in the background. I am getting soundproofing soon. That is just so insane, though. He is very, very, very gifted at just sending out these kind of like rhythmic, really quick verses, but packing a punch in each one. Oh, I need to know more about him. I'm going back.
Right side through the dream big, writing when else can. Being brave enough to dream big, writing when you're told to just quit, giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the fears in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing.
Turning her fears into motivation.
Or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger.
Get some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. We seek people's essentially we seek people's validation to keep our ego in check. This is so fire, like crazy. I can't believe I haven't heard of these artists. It's nuts to me. I got introduced to Ren like a couple weeks ago, and his fan base has just been amazing. I've been introduced to Harry Mack, and now here is NF, all diametrically kind of doing their own thing. Not opposed, but doing their own thing. NF, yeah, he's bringing some heat here. This is really sick. I'm sure people compare him to Eminem, but I don't even get Eminem vibes. I feel like Eminem had that so far. I don't know NF's other songs. Eminem has that kind of silly side to him at times. Here I just feel like raw emotion and anger. And again, it's just one sample size. But let me know, who are his influences? Like, where did this guy come from?
Who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the fears in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in them. They get it.
Oh, this is so heavy. Oh my god, I'm sorry, it's about to transition. Probably worst timing. I'll go back. But basically he's saying I didn't even believe in myself, right? He's got his two selves there. One is dark, one is white. One says real, happens to be the dark. Maybe that side of his mind has been taking over more so than his like positive voice. And it looks like he's about to just get pushed in by his darker self or his inner demons. This is pretty well done. And cinematically, again, I am so impressed. The ability to have inner dialogues with yourself and have reflection is a really, really important part of therapy. And sometimes you need to talk to someone, and it looks like NF has essentially just laid his heart out for his whole audience / the world to see. And I'm pretty sure that this is therapy for him. in the best way possible.
And a lot of baggage that I should've walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
Where is he?
Necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did.
I have to choose my pauses. I'm assuming this is like he's been thrown into the dark depths of his minds here, right? Where there is no light. And maybe that's what the beach was, is his ability to like see the world, see reality somewhat, be with his thoughts. And here he's just in this dark, dark chasm that he can't escape. I believe we all watch videos like this and find artists like this because we all understand that depression and or just intrusive thoughts are sometimes they feel inescapable, and we all seek refuge in other ways, in various ways, whether that is through therapy or medication or ignoring it, and sometimes it takes a mixture of many things or not at all to get better. And or to stabilize. This is deep. It's morning here for context. I was not expecting anything like this. NF's on the radar now. I'll say that.
Sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did.
Having kids.
Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about, don't get it twisted, that was in a shot. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of faith, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never revolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
Taking the reins. That's what I caught in that. That was like an assault on your senses there with that double time, whatever you want to call that, at the end. That was so emotional and deep. I'm actually, I got chills. I'm feeling I'm feeling a little off kilter here after watching that mentally. So wherever that place he was taken to, he was taken back by remembering that he had a son and finding hope, right? The name of the song, in the parts of your life that keep you sane, that bring you back to reality, that tether you to reality. And having a kid is just, that's the final force, right? That's, to him, something that, this is a person that relies on me. and I'm not going to let him experience what maybe I had to go through. Man, I was just engrossed in that. Cinematically beautiful, lyrically beautiful. Obviously the type of song which I would probably have to watch many times to figure out the nuances and like really make sure every lyric lands. So as on a first pass, like I probably got like 20% of that realistically. But the visual aids make his narrative evident, I feel like. So let me know what you thought. I have some links. I'll make sure to put NF's original video in the link, so definitely go check that out if this is your first time seeing this. Support him. But I do have some, support links down there for myself where if you want to request a song, you can consider doing that. And please just leave a comment, subscribe, like. It really helps. I'm going to be doing more NF because that was fire, actually. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.